can't hear something or need something, just stop.
Okay. Because we're gonna also live stream it from here. So technologically, we may have some glitches. You look good. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself, turn on the live stream, and I'll be back to start. Everybody ready? Okay, here we go. Remember, these microphones are live. So everything you say about me, I will be able to hear. Yeah. Ready? Yes. Good morning. We are having a hybrid IDA meeting this morning, which is very exciting. Some of us are here live at the Common Council Chamber. I'd like to know, can you all hear or not hear? Like Scott. Scott, you're good? Ricky? Okay, great. Because we're doing a combination, and I just feel free to interrupt anytime you are not hearing or need some technical whatever during the process. We'll start with the roll call. I'm Kathy Murphy at the Common Council Chambers.
Eric Sonneborn, also in Chambers.
Ken Kinsey.
Great, thank you all very much. I'm going to call the meeting to order for the Syracuse Industrial Development Agency on June 15th. It's great to see everybody. Proof of notice was formally served, and we have two public hearings on the agenda that we'll start with today. The first is 101 North Salina Street. Judy?
Yes, good morning. 101 North Salina LLC, entity to be formed. Requested the agency undertake a project consisting of the acquisition of an interest in approximately 4.14 acres of real property by a two-story, approximately 178,000 square foot building located at 101-239 North Salina Street in the city of Syracuse, New York, the land. The redevelopment and renovation of approximately 80,000 square feet in the vacant portion of the building to contain one, an approximately 23,000 square foot on the first floor to house commercial office space, two, approximately 35,000 square feet on the second floor to house additional commercial space, including 23,000 square feet of LEED certified office space and approximately 12,000 square feet for various business functions, including a model lab utilizing light manufacturing equipment and 3D printers. Number three, the remaining approximately 11,000 square feet to be used as an additional commercial office space. And number four, site and building improvements, including but not limited to updating some or all of the external facade, common areas, windows, mechanical and electrical systems, streetscape, and sidewalks, collectively the facility. And the acquisition and installation in and on the land and facility of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and together with the land and facility, the project facility. B, the granting of certain financial assistance in the form of exemptions from real estate taxes, state and local sales and use tax, and mortgage recording tax in accordance with Section 874 of General Municipal Law, the financial assistance. And C, the appointment of the company or its designee as an agent of the agency in connection with the acquisition, reconstruction, renovation, equipping, and completion of the project facility. And D, the lease of the land facility by the agency pursuant to a lease agreement, and the acquisition of an interest in the equipment pursuant to a bill of sale from the company to the agency, and the sublease of the project facility back to the company pursuant to a sublease agreement. The company shall be the initial owner or operator of the project facility. agency will, at the above stated time and place here, all persons with views with respect to the proposed financial assistance to the company, the proposed owner-operator, the location of the project facility, and the nature of the project. A copy of the application filed by the company with the agency with respect to the project, including an analysis of the cost and benefits of the project, are available for public inspection during the business hours at the office of the agency located at 201 East Washington Street, 6th floor, Syracuse, New York.
Thank you, Judy.
We have received no comments.
Thank you.
No written comments.
Thank you very much. I will note that the applicants are available for questions via WebEx and are joined here with us. We'll start with, is there anyone here wishing to speak in favor of the project? Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Anyone wishing to speak opposed to the project? Anyone opposed to the project? Hearing is closed. Next order of business, hearing on 1970 West Fayette Street.
1970 West Fayette LLC, or an entity to be formed, requested the agency undertake a project consisting of the acquisition of interest in approximately 1.39 acres of land, consisting of 5 separate parcels located at 1970 West Fayette Street, 1499 Erie Boulevard West, 1501 Erie Boulevard West, 1515 Erie Boulevard West, and 1950 West Fayette Street, which parcels will be re-subdivided into one parcel, collectively the land. The reconstruction and renovation of a 3-story, approximately 36,000 square foot building located on the land for commercial use, consisting of approximately 6,222 square feet to be occupied by a food co-op and grocery with warehousing and distribution, approximately 3,000 square feet of restaurant space, approximately 600 square feet for a hair salon, and approximately 4,778 additional square feet for commercial space, all located on the first floor. Approximately 4,300 square feet of co-working space, approximately 480 square feet of office space, approximately 4,000 square feet for a dental office and brain center, and approximately 720 square feet of additional commercial space will be located on the second floor, and approximately 9,500 square feet for commercial tenants on the third floor. The relocation and reskinning of an approximately 2,400 square foot building located on the land to serve as an outdoor seating area for the proposed restaurant, and upgrades to the land and buildings, including but not limited to site design, new sidewalks, streetscape, 51 space parking lot, facade improvements, upgraded lighting, utilities and HVAC, new windows and doors, hardscape improvements for accessibility and truck loading, green space improvements, and stormwater management system, collectively the facility. The acquisition and installation in and on the land and facility of furniture, fixtures, and equipment, collectively the equipment, and together with the land and the buildings, the project facility. Granting of certain financial assistance in the form of exemptions from real estate taxes, state and local sales and use tax, and mortgage recording tax, all in accordance with Section 874 of the General Municipal Law. The appointment of the company or its designee as an agent of the agency in connection with the acquisition, reconstruction, renovation, equipping, and completion of the project facility, and the lease of the land and facility by the agency pursuant to a lease agreement, and the acquisition of an interest in the equipment pursuant to a bill of sale from the company to the agency, and the sublease of the project facility back to the company pursuant to a sublease agreement. The company shall be the initial owner or operator of the project facility. The agency will, at the above stated time and place, hear all persons with views with respect to the proposed financial assistance to the company, the proposed owner or operator, the location of the project facility, and the nature of the project. A copy of the application filed by the company with the agency with respect to the project, including an analysis of the costs and benefits of the project, are available for public inspection during the business hours at the office of the agency located at 201 East Washington Street, 6th floor, Syracuse, New York. And I will just ask Judy Delaney to confirm that no written comments were received in response to the publishing of the notice of public
No,
hearing.
no written comments were received.
Thank you.
So, I will note that the applicants are available by WebEx to answer any questions or comments that anyone may have. We'll start with, is there anyone here wishing to speak in favor of this? Anyone wishing to speak in favor of the project? If not, is there anyone wishing to speak opposed to the project? Last call, anybody wishing to speak opposed to the project? Hearing is closed. Thank you all very much. Next order of business is the minutes of our last May 18th Board of Directors meeting. Minutes were included in our agenda packet. Are there any comments, corrections, discussion items regarding the minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes of the May 18th Board of Directors meeting?
Make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Ken. Motion made by Ken. Is there a second? Second, Ricky. Thank you very much. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, motion carries. Next order of business is a committee report. The Finance Committee met and reviewed the applications that we currently are hearing today at the public hearing, 101 North Salina Street and 1970 West Fayette Street. The Finance Committee was pleased to make a recommendation that both projects be approved for consideration of benefits. Any additional notes from the Finance Committee? Great. Next order of business is our agenda. Sue, 101 North Salina Street.
Everybody can hear me. The first item on the agenda with respect to the 101 North Salina Street project is SIDA resolution. I will note that some of you may recall, although not everyone, this project had previously come before the board a few years ago, and in conjunction with that project and the review, the company then submitted a full, long-form EAF. It was determined that this project, the then project, was a Type 1 project. The agency authorized itself to act as lead agency. The appropriate involved agencies were notified, and a full review was undertaken. The agency was prepared at that time to indicate that there was no negative impact associated with this project, but before that finding could be had, the project was delayed through no fault of anyone's, quite honestly. And then fast forward to this year, and we received a supplemental or amended application with respect to this project. Another long-form EAF was submitted. It was reviewed by the agency as well as by the company, and it was determined after the company fully reviewed everything that had been submitted to the involved agencies back in 2018 that the scope of this project was subsumed within that project. The prior project was in fact much larger, but all of the information that was reviewed by the involved agencies then continued to be part of the project now with no substantial changes. And so the agency, after all of that review, has determined that this is a Type 1 action, but that it will not have a negative environmental impact. And that is what is set forth in the resolution before you.
Is there a motion to approve the seeker resolution with a negative declaration for 101 North Salina Street? Moved by Jerk, thank you very much. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Ken, thank you. Is there any discussion, comments, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. Next resolution, Sue?
Next resolution in the agenda with respect to the 101 North Salina Street project is the inducement resolution. I will note that this resolution authorizes the undertaking of the project. It authorizes the appointment of the company as your agent for purposes of undertaking and completing the project. It authorizes the execution and delivery of the agency agreement, which is your standard agreement with your project developers. It it authorizes state and local sales and use tax exemption in an amount not to exceed $435,488 and the corresponding mortgage recording tax exemption. I will note that your resolution outlines for you, as was presented to the board previously by the company, the reasons for the tenants that are moving into the building, specifically VIP, and the need for those that relocation, and that is all set forth in the resolution before you.
Any questions? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the inducement resolution for 101 North Salina?
So moved.
Moved by Dirk, thank you. Second?
Second.
Ken, thank you. Last call, questions, comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. Next resolution, Sue.
The next resolution in the agenda with respect to this project is the pilot resolution, and it seeks the approval of a 15-year priority commercial pilot, which is in conformity with the agency's UTEP, and the schedule is attached to the resolution. I will note for the record that, as with all of your pilots, the company will continue to make 100% of their real property tax payments on the property as it exists today. The pilot agreement will give them an abatement solely on the improvements undertaken as part of the project over the 15-year period.
Thank you, Sue. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Dirk, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Last call. Any further comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed or abstentions? Hearing none, motion carries. Thank you. Sue, final resolution?
Yes, the last resolution in your agenda next to this project is the final approving resolution, which authorizes the agency to enter into, execute, and deliver all necessary lease transactional documents to confer the benefits, conditioned upon the company's compliance with the terms of the resolutions.
Thank you, Sue. Is there a motion to approve the final resolution?
So moved.
Moved by Dirk. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ken. Thank you. Any last comments, questions? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? Motion carries. Ricky, that was an aye? Yeah, okay, thanks. Thank you very much. Congratulations. We're looking forward to seeing the progress at 101 North Salina.
I'd like to thank the board for your assistance, and we appreciate your assistance on this project. Thank you.
Great. We're excited. We wish you luck. Thank you, Charlie. Next item on our agenda, 1970 West Fayette Street. Sue, first resolution.
The first resolution in the agenda with respect to the seeker resolution. I will note that the company, in conjunction with its application, submitted an EAF and its own analysis of the project and the scope. The agency reviewed that and concurred. The project was deemed to be an unlisted action with no significant environmental impacts. There is a negative declaration attached to your resolution.
Sue, once again, I'll note for everyone here and the record that the applicants are available to answer questions or comments via WebEx. Are there any questions or comments regarding the seeker? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the seeker resolution with a negative declaration for 1970 West Fayette Street? Thank you. Motion made by Steve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Ken. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Thank you. Sue, the inducement resolution for the project?
Yes, the next resolution in your agenda is the inducement resolution. It authorizes the undertaking of the project by the agency and the appointment of the company as your agent for purposes of undertaking and completing the project. It authorizes the execution and delivery of your agency agreement. It indicates that this project is in a highly stressed area. It authorizes state and local sales and use tax exemption in an amount not to exceed $293,518.80 and the corresponding mortgage reporting tax exemption.
So, any questions? I want to remind everybody, this is the former Strathmore Paint location, 1970 West Fayette. Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the resolution?
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Steve, second.
Second.
Ken, thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed or abstentions? Hearing none, motion carries. Sue, the pilot resolution, please.
Yes, the next resolution in your agenda is the pilot resolution. It seeks approval of a 10-year pilot, which is in conformance with your UTEP. Again, I will note that the pilot schedule is attached to the resolution and applies only to, well, I should say the abatement applies only to the improvements that will be made as a result of the project. Otherwise, the city continues to receive 100% of its property taxes on the property as it exists today.
Questions? Comments, concerns? Sorry. Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the resolution?
Make a motion.
Motion made by Steve, second by Ken. Good? Good. Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, hearing none, motion carries. Final resolution for the pilot.
Yes, so the last resolution in your agenda is the final approving resolution, and again, it authorizes the agency to deliver all necessary lease transactional documents to confer the approved benefits, subject and conditioned upon the company's compliance with the terms of your resolutions.
Thank you, Sue. Is there a motion?
Make a motion.
Motion to approve made by Ken. Is there a second? Ricky, second. Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Congratulations, Scott. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to seeing that project. Yep, our pleasure. Next item on the agenda, Judy, Beacon Armory LLC.
Yes, the agency is in receipt of the application for financial assistance from Beacon Armory LLC for a project located in 120-24 Walton Street in the city's Armory Square district. This is the 6-story Bentley Settle building. Due to a glut of office space exacerbated by the pandemic, the 42,900 square foot building is almost completely vacant with the exception of one small commercial space on the first floor. I believe it's a retailer. The owners are proposing a repurpose and conversion of the 5 upper floors of the building to 1 and 2 bedroom residential units. The first floor in the basement, which was where Empire Brewery was formerly located, will be reconfigured and upgraded for new commercial tenants to be determined. The cost of the project is estimated to be $4.5 million. The owners are requesting benefits from the agency in the form of a mortgage tax exemption, which will be valued at $56,250, and a sales tax exemption valued at $200,000. A pilot is not requested for this project. The Bentley Settle building is a contributing building in the Armory Square Historic District. And as outlined in the profile that the builder provided us, the project description. It has a long history of being vacant and rehabbed and survived, and once again, it's in a state now where it needs assistance to survive yet again. They're requesting assistance from the agency to offset the cost of renovating the historic structure, also coupled with rising costs of construction. Jeff Appel is on. Jeff, who is one of the partners in Beacon Armory. Jeff, would you like to make some comments?
Chair, good morning. Thank you for hearing our application. So, this is a great building in Armory Square, and one that we want to ensure its position to thrive in every day. It's difficult to figure out any other time to make the building to go on other than a conversion to residential, which is anything that offers rents necessary to keep the basically where we're at. We purchased this building not so long ago and made a substantial investment at that time. And this is another very large investment that we'll be making. And in order to ensure that we can complete the project, these benefits will be very helpful to us. And I'm open to hearing any questions or concerns or comments about what we haven't.
Thank you, Jeff. The request is to make a motion at this time to consider the application for a public hearing at our July meeting. The application is included in this request, so for the benefit of the board members and the public, can be thoroughly reviewed for any possible questions or comments. Does anyone have any questions or comments at this time? Dirk?
Jeff, do you have current information as to the occupancy in the Armory Square area in terms of residential? Is there still I know there recently has been high 90% occupancy, but do you know that there's a demand? Hang on, I'm muted, I'm sorry.
That's okay. There you go.
Jeff, my question was about your knowledge of the occupancy rate in the Armory Square area for residences at this level, and I know it recently has been in the 90s, but I'm curious to know if you know what the occupancy or the demand for your spaces are likely to be.
Thanks, Jeff.
And Jeff, the benefits that you're seeking here, you casually mentioned, are they critical to the financial success of the project? The benefits that we're considering? And my last question, actually, I think is for Judy. Our previous relationships here at Piper Phillips, everything is current and where we would want it to be? Thanks.
Jeff, how many apartments are you looking to put in?
Any other questions? Ken? Ricky? Ricky's good. Ken? Good? Great. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Is there a motion to approve the resolution putting the project for public hearing at our July board meeting?
Make a motion.
Motion made by Ken. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Ricky. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Abstentions? Motion carried. Thank you. We'll see you in July. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Is there any other business that the board has? Any questions? We do have a guest person, a live person. Did you wish to speak? I don't. Okay. You're our first guest, so we're very excited. Hearing no further business, Judy, Sue, everybody covered? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by Dirk. Thank you.
Second.
Second by Ken. Great seeing everybody. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions. Thank you all very much.